Nora Ephron walked off the show.
Yeah.
Right, and so did Sinead O'Connor, I think, right?
I was there for that one too.
You were there for Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
It was Nora Dunn, by the way.
Oh, no, I meant when Dice did it, Sinead... Yeah,
Was that the same show?
That wasn't the same show.
No, she said she didn't want to do it because Dice was performing, so they had to get a different musical guest.
This guy, they hired this guy to ruin all the interviews? No, so how about this?
Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... Yeah, I've been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Norm.
Yeah, you know, that's a good.
No, I really, I've been watching you for years, and I've always been really curious. Where do you get your ideas from? I think it's been really a thorough interview. I always wanted to know where he got his ideas from, but I think
Never been asked that before.
Where do you get your ideas from?
I don't know where I get I don't know. Jeez. What, do you have a specific idea you want to know where?
No, just all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why didn't you answer his question?
What was his question?
Ask it again.
Don't ask that again. That
ask
was
that
the
again.
dumbest goddamn question I've ever heard.
You just want to know where you got
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you where I got it, at Ralph's. That's where I got it.
Any particular Ralph's?
Yes, no, it's at Beverly Hills Ralph's.
Okay.
Got it in the meat section.
The one on Beverly.
Beverly Drive, okay.
Listen, the next story we have is in health news, actually. And no offense, Norm, but I think you should probably pay attention to this. Let's take a listen.
A new study out of Harvard linking 1 in 10 deaths in this country to excessive salt.
A lot of things would have to go very, very right for me to die of salt. The only thing I can pray for is that I die of salt and not, begging for mercy. So I think that's nonsense, that people should be afraid of too much salt. Now, I know you eat a lot of salt, though, Norm. We were discussing this earlier. And in entertainment news, this is something you guys both wanted to discuss. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, not another one.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you know what? There is no clip. We have...
He said, let's roll the clip, and it's a picture. This show is just so... I tell you, even the prisoners are going back to bed.
Well, I'll explain what's going on.
Adam Eager told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to hear.
I produced Red Fox variety.
You told me he just worked on it.
Worked on it.
Well, according to your
What do you
Wikipedia
think I was, a
page.
stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it.
Not the
Did you
first time I've been
do
called
your
douchebag
notes?
today. No,
I want
got
you
all my
back on
information
drugs.
from
I'm
Wikipedia.
serious. I want you back on stuff so you know.
Close. I'm going to do a shot
I'm
next
sorry.
break.
No,
No, it's
I'm
true.
just teasing.
No.
Just good, huh? Here, pray.
Adam.
Whatever. Well, that name's a name. Jesus Christ, he gets fucking...
You knew what he meant.
Yeah. Did you know that Adam Eager did comedy for a while?
You did?
Very briefly.
But you performed?
Very
Open
briefly.
mics? In LA or in Phoenix?
Arizona.
In Arizona, he was
Yeah.
famous for thrusting out his cock. Like he'd stand at the mic and he'd push forward so his...
It was a nervous,
But he has a hell of a hog. Yeah, right? People say that.
Yeah.
You have a big dick? No, people said you have a big dick?
Yeah, I guess.
That's, just say no next time?
No.
Brian Regan plays Salt Lake City, and he does it for a month straight.
He does?
That makes sense.
They love him.
He's
One
a
of the
good
few
comic.
that's just that good and,
He's just
and
so
works so
clean.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah,
so clean.
perfectly clean. And
He's hilarious. Too.
That's tough to be that good and clean.
Yeah, it's
That's
impossible.
so impressive.
I'm impressed with clean comics.
Me too. Way more impressed than anyone that's superior as a dirty. It seems like a crush a lot of times.
I like dirty ones too. I like
it's a real meeting of the mind. Remember he had the jokes about Ewell Gibbons? He'd always
Oh yeah.
He'd always
Eating
pick one guy.
cardboard.
Yeah, eating cardboard. And I didn't even know who he was when I was a kid, but I just laughed.
I still don't know. Who's Yul Gibbons?
He He was. I think he did great Met cereals commercial. I love now. I have to explain to this fucking guy.
It was like about roughage
Yeah.
and organic roughage.
Got it.
kind of guy.
So I didn't even know Grape Nuts had a. That's fine. I didn't know they had a commercial.
Shut up.
Gosh,
For 1 fucking minute, trying to talk to a legend of comedy. You're talking
I'm
about.
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Did you have to audition for
We
this?
covered that in the Tom Green episode. No, we met at Tempe Improv.
I like he's mad. He's like he's mad at you. We covered that in the Tom Green episode.
I was saying it to you. I met him when I used to manage the Improv in Tempe.
I didn't
where
ask you
met
if you
the
managed
first
the
time.
improv. I just asked you where you met him. I'm going to show you how I act by reacting.
How are you feeling, Kevin?
In my head, I'm thinking, how am I feeling? All right.
Jesus, that was good.
I'm not finished.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm all right. You?
I guess I'm all right. I don't know.
Worst reaction ever. Doesn't even know how he fucking. But whatever, you need a sidekick.
My favorite sketch of all time you were actually in was the Mr. Belvedere fan club. The great.
Oh, yeah,
Fred
that was
Wolf,
good.
yeah,
Fred
sketch,
Wolf.
you know?
That was a good one.
And,
Yeah.
and the other one you were also in, I always loved Sabra Price is Right. And both Tom Hanks, which was actually.
old Smigel wrote that one.
Yeah, those were my.
You were talking about.
Hey, that was my first skit ever.
Oh, the
Sabras.
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere.
No, Sabra.
Sabra, Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
This is your greatest instrument. This right here.
You ever think about revisiting some of the old
You're
roles?
sweating like a whore in church, Adam.
They cut the budget on the show. We don't have air conditioning anymore.
Ask your question.
You think about revisiting
Everything's gonna be okay, buddy. He's very nervous. Imitable is good. Imitable is good.
Letterman, that was a Letterman laugh.
Imitable is good. I don't have a laugh. Do you have a good laugh?
Yeah, I have like a real annoying laugh.
Yeah. If you don't have one, no, it sounds fake.
Yeah.
I try, but it comes out weird. What about you?
Yeah, I have a real obnoxious laugh.
I forgot he was here.
Yeah. I know, the minute you said that, I was like, should we be talking to the crew? Do we cut?
But
Now, that story is not in the book.
no.
Well, so why isn't that story in the book?
Yeah, that should be in the book.
Well, because the
Oh, thanks, Adam. Welcome back. You out looking for apartments? Jesus.
Told me that we should go our separate ways, but I just want to live my life without.
Liverpool. This is Adam Egan, by the way.
I noticed he was at the end of the table smiling. And should we bring him into the conversation? What do you think?
Adam.
What do you
Caitlin?
I just did, yeah.
The whole commercial break was you asking questions.
Yeah, I know. And then as soon as we come on camera, you do all the work.
It's like Ralph Cramden. Okay.
Is he to help out with just your commercial breaks? Keep his mouth shut after that?
We really don't know why.
We don't know.
But
We haven't found a position for him yet.
I think that's so cool how you said that about how let's see what Caitlin can do in the last quarter of her life, because that's traditionally where you always excelled in the comebacks in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I know. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, well, he said that he beat the guy by 18 seconds.
Oh, no, that was the trials, but in '76 he came in at the second day.
I know. I'm talking about the trials.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What do you think is the most difficult sport that you haven't tried? You said it was the most difficult.
Well, if I haven't tried it, I wouldn't know if it was difficult. Where do you get him?
I don't know.
Did you get him off the street?
He said it as if it was the best question.
It's probably
ever.
not even in. I hope it's not in his notes.
What sport that doesn't exist?
Yeah, it's the hardest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We'll
Okay,
be back
scratch
with
that
more
one.
inanity. I don't know what it is. What is it that makes a woman more flexible than a man?
How the fuck am I gonna know?
He's a great sidekick, isn't he? He's absolutely no help. He came up with Pastor Brad, which was
Yeah, he
good.
came up with Pastor Brad, and then
Yeah.
you having to imagine a sport that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And how you would.
Carl Reiner said to me,
He holds your hand too?
Yeah, he does like this. The only problem I have is short-term memory loss. The only problem I have is short-term memory.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss.
That was the, oh.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. That was it.
I thought he was talking about his first Twitter name. I was like, that's a really long Twitter name.
Thanks so much for calling in, Super Dave. Please come
I
back.
didn't call in, asshole. I didn't call in. You called me. I'm not calling into this. Let me explain something. If I'm homeless, I'm not calling in.
Duly noted, Super Dave.
You understand? You understand?
Yes.
There's something beautiful about this one.
I'm so
not
glad.
joking. I'm not being ironic.
No, I really loved it too. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So
Too bad this guy was here.
Yeah.
Real Ed McMahon over here, huh?
Ed McBoy.
Ed.